Help me to complete my first 1,000 subscribers. She laughed when the bank manager said the money was gonna actually laugh like 8 years of my life was a punchline. My name is Thomas Reed. I was 44 years old when that sound rewired something in my chest. I worked as a senior estimator for a construction firm in Denver. I had been married for 8 years. The meeting wasn't supposed to include her. I only asked her to come because the account was in both our names. A joint savings account. Or at least that's what I thought it was. The bank office smelled like carpet cleaner and burnt coffee. The manager spoke carefully, like he was handling glass. Numbers on a screen. Dates. Withdrawals. $40,000. Gone. I turned toward my wife, waiting for confusion, shock, something human. She leaned back in her chair and laughed. Not nervous, not accidental. A short, amused laugh, like someone had just told her a clever joke. "Oh my God," she said, still smiling, "you actually didn't notice." That was the moment. That laugh, that exact second. I didn't yell. I didn't stand up. I just stared at her, trying to understand how someone could sound relieved while detonating a marriage. On the drive home, she hummed along to the radio. I gripped the steering wheel so hard my hands hurt. "How long?" I asked, keeping my eyes on the road. She shrugged. "A while. A while is not an answer." She sighed. "About 2 years. 2 years of unexplained trips. Of canceled plans. Of me paying more bills because she said money was tight. Of me skipping a vacation because we were saving." "What did you spend it on?" I asked. She looked at her nails. "Living at home." The house felt staged, like furniture in a model unit. Nothing personal, nothing alive. She finally said it when I asked about the affair, didn't even deny it. "He needed help," she said. "I helped. With my money." "Our money," she corrected. I sat down slowly. The room tilted. "That account was for the future," I said. "For emergencies. For us." She looked genuinely bored. "You're so dramatic, Tom." That's when she said it, calm, almost kind. "I never loved you the way you think I did. You were convenient, safe, predictable." I waited for the rest. For remorse, for shame. Instead, she added, "And your feelings don't matter as much as you think they do." I didn't cry until she went to bed. I stayed up all night, staring at the ceiling, replaying every moment I'd ignored. The locked phone. The way she flinched when I touched her. The laughter that didn't reach her eyes. The way intimacy became scheduled, mechanical. I realized the affair wasn't just physical. It was financial, emotional, strategic. She hadn't just cheated on me. She had planned around me. The next morning, I didn't confront her again. I didn't ask for explanations or closure. I didn't beg her to choose me. That was the turning point. I called a lawyer. Quietly, from my car. During lunch. Over the next few weeks, I learned details I wish I didn't know. Transfers disguised as expenses. Cash withdrawals timed with girls' weekends. Lies stacked so neatly they looked like organization. She noticed the change before she noticed the paperwork. "You're being distant," she said one night. I nodded. "I'm done performing." She laughed again. "You'll get over it." That laugh didn't hurt anymore. It clarified. When she was served divorce papers, she stared at me like I'd broken a rule she thought only applied to me. "You're really doing this?" she asked. "Yes. What about the money?" "I'm not chasing what's already gone," I said. "I'm protecting what's left." The process was slow. Ugly in places. She fought more for the narrative than the marriage. Told friends I was controlling. That I didn't understand her needs. I stopped correcting people. I moved into a small apartment with thin walls and terrible lighting. I slept on a mattress on the floor for a month. It felt honest. The $40,000 was never recovered. The affair ended when the money did. That part almost felt poetic, but I didn't savor it. What I did savor was silence. No lies, no gaslighting, no laughter at my expense. Months later, she texted me. "I didn't think you'd actually leave." I stared at the message for a long time before deleting it. Here's what I learned. Some people don't betray you in moments of weakness. They do it with planning, with spreadsheets, with smiles. If someone can laugh when your trust collapses, they were never confused about what they were doing. And dignity doesn't come from winning money back or exposing someone publicly. It comes from refusing to negotiate with disrespect. 8 years ended. $40,000 disappeared. But the most expensive thing I ever lost wasn't money. It was the version of myself that believed love meant enduring quiet cruelty. And I don't miss that man at all.